Good day once again. We are on. This is economics A level. We are rounding up on efficiency. We've talked about productive efficiency, which means firms are able to produce at a reduced cost. We've talked about allocative efficiency, which allow firms to be able to to maximize their welfare. We've talked about dynamic efficiency, which allows consumers to be able to maximize their welfare in the present and in the future, and as a result of firms being able to invest in the future. And there's also dynamic inefficiency. If firms are unable to understand or measure the benefit and cost of investment in the future. So today we want to talk about efficiency and inefficiency in the markets, in different market structure. Before we go into efficiency and inefficiency in different market structure, what's a market structure itself? A market structure simply means the characteristics, the nature of products in terms of goods and services within different industries. That's what market structure is. So how firms sell in this market? What do they sell in this market? Do they sell homogeneous products? Is the competition within the market fierce or not? So these are what we mean by, these are what we call market structure. So it is characterized with how the market is stated, how the market is being defined, what are those things they do in the market, the level of competition in that market. This is what market structure is. So we have to put in mind that in economics is all about allocation of resources, and because it is about allocation of resources, why is economics about allocation of resources? Economics is about allocation of resources because of the basic economic problem of scarcity. So we have to what to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce to. All these things are questions that has to be answered, and for them to be answered, we need an economical mind. We need economists to be able to answer them. So that's why economics is all about allocation of resources. So for economists, they believe there's always there's a way there's a way that we can allocate resources by being productive efficient and being allocative efficient, and also thinking about production possibility frontier through dynamic efficiency. So these are ways in which we can allocate resources. So let's see how the market structure can have impact in efficiency and inefficiency. So we go on. Firms in competitive market tends to be more efficient than those markets where a few firms dominate. The point they are making here is that for efficiency to be really achievable, it can only happen most of the time in a perfect competition. Why is it in the perfect competition? It's in the perfect competition because in the perfect competition, buyers and sellers have full knowledge about the product. There's increasing awareness about customer satisfaction. Consumers understand, businesses understand that they have to sell at a price that is affordable for consumers. So welfare of consumers are always put into consideration. And also firms, they know because of the increasing competitiveness in such markets, they have to find a way to be productive efficient so that they can reduce their costs and be able to sell at a reduced price for firms. But we'll get to know more in the course of me reading. There's chapter 10 to 13, which will cover whether firms in each of the market structures are productively efficient in the short run and in the long run, and also whether they are allocatively efficient in the short run and in the long run. So in the market structure, because when we talk about efficiency, we have productive efficiency, we have allocative efficiency. So the different market structures we have the monopoly, we have the oligopoly, we have the monopoly, we have the perfect competition, we have the imperfect competition. All these markets we get to know in the course of studying further if they are allocative efficient in the long run, or they are productive efficient in the long run, or they are allocative efficient in the short run, or productive efficient in the short run. So that's what they are saying here. So it will be shown that a perfectly competitive market is the only market structure that will achieve both productive efficiency and allocative efficiency in the long run. Perfect competition in the short run and the other market structures of monopolistic competition, oligopoly, monopoly, and monopoly, will not definitely achieve either efficiency in the short run or long run. So based on what we read now, so the only market structure that efficiency could be achievable is a perfect market, a perfect competition, or a perfect market. For monopoly, for monopolistic, for oligopoly, it is not achievable. Why is it not achievable? It is not achievable because in this market, the competition with these markets are less, and there's even less or no competition in that market. As a result, there's no motive to become efficient, because whatever cost they incur can be shifted to consumers. That is why they don't, in these market structures, there's no efficiency. So we go further. In economics, competition is generally seen as more desirable than monopoly. Firms can compete among themselves in a variety of different ways. They can compete. So before we go into this, here they are comparing a perfect competition with a monopoly. And what's a monopoly? A monopoly is a market structure where there's only one supplier of goods or services within the industry. That's a monopoly. So in a monopoly, there's no reason to be productive, there's no reason to be efficient, because whatever prices, whatever cost firms incur has to be shifted to consumers, because consumers do not have other choices to make, so they have to buy. So there's no always, in a monopoly, there's no reason, there's no motive, there's no incentive to be efficient. That is the point they are making. So why is it important for firms in a competitive market to be more efficient? There's no other choice for firms in the competitive market they don't have any other choice than to be efficient. Why do they have to be efficient? They have to be efficient in terms of price, number one. On price, offering the lowest price to customers. This can be achievable through productive efficiency. In a competitive market, where we have large numbers of customers, large numbers of businesses selling to the same customers, because there's no customer in heaven, all the customers are on earth. So as a result of that, there's no way you want to attract customers, because customers are always conscious about price. So there's no way you want to attract customers without selling at an affordable price to them. So selling at an affordable price would mean that the firm or the business is productive efficient. The firm or the business is able to reduce its cost, its average cost of production. So being able to reduce your average cost of production as a firm will allow you to sell at a lower price, and you become more competitive in the market. So that's the first reason on price, to be able to sell at a reduced price to customers, because customers are always price conscious. Number two, and that will be achievable through productive efficiency. Number two, on the formulation or design of a product, offering non-homogeneous products which differ from their rivals. The second point here is about design of a product. And when we talk about design of a product, we can link it to allocative efficiency, being able to provide or produce goods that consumers demand for. And that is allocative efficiency. And homogeneous products which differ from their rivals. So as in a competitive market, it is also important for firms to be able to differentiate to be able to find a unique selling point, to be able to find a product differential, because the products are almost the same. Then it is important for firms to be able to differentiate, to be able to produce a product that looks more different from those of the competitors, because that could also attract customers. The third one, on quality, reliability, and customer service. Offering products and services which are better made, last longer, or are easier to buy. So here, we have both productive efficiency and allocative efficiency. There's productive efficiency here if there's quality. Because with quality, businesses will be able to provide, that means a firm is productive efficient. And reliability, providing goods or services, or providing basically goods or services that can last longer, brings about consumer satisfaction, and that is allocative efficiency. And customer service, being able to give good customer service, being able to give customers, the derived satisfaction, is also part of allocative efficiency. And this could always happen in a competitive market, because if a firm in a competitive market is unable to provide a quality product or give a quality service, is unable to provide a product that is reliable, consumers will shift from buying from them to a firm that its product is more reliable and that has more quality or better quality. So there's always a motive for firms in the competitive market to be both productive efficient and allocative efficient, because the competition is high and consumers will be able to pick. They have choices to make. Because of the choices they have, because of the choices they could make, firms do not have any other choice than to produce goods or services that have quality, that are reliable. The next one, on availability of a product at a point in time in a particular geographical area. This talks about consumers' convenience. Being in a competitive market, it is not just being productive efficient. A competitive market, firms must not only think about being productive efficient by selling at a reduced price. It should also think about allocative efficiency through being able to sell with the right channel of distribution to consumers' convenience. Consumers must be able to get this product or service at their own convenience, because if they are able to get it at their own convenience, That means they are able to maximize satisfaction, and that is one of the reasons why consumers are buying, to derive utility. So the motive for firms, there's always a motive for firms to produce goods, to provide goods or produce goods and provide services at consumers' convenience. Because if they don't, other firms in that market that are competitors will do, and as a result gain more customers to their own revenue through promotions such as advertising. Another reason why firms in the competitive market have to be productive and allocative efficient is that if they are not, they have to be productive and allocative efficient, you need to create awareness about your product. So creating awareness about your product means advertisement. Firms that are able to successfully advertise their products are certain, or it's expected of them, to gain more customers. So a firm that is thinking about efficiency must think about how to inform customers about a new product, inform customers about a new service. And to do this, if this is done, it means firms are able to create awareness about their product or about their service, and that would also give them, that would also allow them to gain more customers. So these are the reasons why in the competitive market, there's tendency for firms to be more productive and allocative, efficient. Because if they are not, they're going to lose customers to their competitors.